Year's Eve, we can call. Tomorrow we are celebrating a yearly celebration, which is our most important celebration of the year, which is Govardhan Puja. As you know, Lord Krishna, he supported this whole mountain, which is known as the Govardhan, on his stinky finger. And we have the Govardhan Shila right on the altar, weighs like tons of them. And that heavy Shila will be brought outside and we will have chance to bathe it with milk, bathing with yogurt, bathing with clarified butter, bathing with sugar water, bathing with honey, Ganges water, Jamna water, and so many Sastrajal water and different paraphilias. So it's going to be a big celebration tomorrow. We are asking everyone, including yourself, if you want to cook something little, say if you are expert in making halwa, you can make like one plate of halwa, bring it, and we will make a big mountain of food. All our congregation members are supposed to cook something and bring it. And we make a big mountain here and we put the Gordon on top of that and everybody's circumambulating. And after that, your halwa will be given to this Mataji and whatever savory she's making will be given to you. Similarly, we exchange all the food. And also besides that, after the chanting and whatever entertainment program we have, after that we'll also have feast. Everybody will have some special prasadam. You can offer or you can honor the prasad, also take it for your family members. So please don't miss this opportunity. Otherwise, you have to wait for one more year. So if you want to participate, we open this place to the public. Quarter to 4, the pujar is coming at the steps of this altar and is waking up the deities. Once the deities are welcome, like just like we do brush and morning service, everything is taken in one room over there. And after that, Krishna is brought out. We feed him just like a child needs milk and butter and uh, makhan misri. Similarly, we serve Krishna with all kind of goodies in the morning. And then 4:30 exactly we open the curtains and we do the Mangala Aarti. After 4:30, we continue doing the Tulsi Aarti right here, and then also we decorate the Lord, and we open the curtain again at 7:30. Over there, we have the Shungar Aarti, we call. Every day we have a new dress we put on the Lord, and that time you also do offering and Aarti. And after that, there is always 12 o'clock. Rajbhog Aarti, which you should not miss. We make like 56 different variety, cook every single day, and then offer it to Lord, and everybody's taking as a prasad. And after that, Dhoop Aarti about 4:15, and again 6:30 we have this Sandhya Aarti we call in the evening, and at night now you will have 8:30. The next Aarti is going to be Shayan Aarti, where we put Lord to the bed. So this is like a 24-hour service to Radha Krishna. And now, if you want to sit down, we can talk about tomorrow and this rest of the festival that we are celebrating, which is Diwali. Diwali is not the first time we are celebrating. Can you want to sit down, please? Just few minutes. We have so many cushions over there in that corner. 5-10 minutes, whatever you can spend, you will enjoy and you will know how it was celebrated, like millions of years before. Why I say millions of years? Because the Kali Yuga, the age, the millennium that we are living in, is 432,000 years long. 432,000 years long, which is going to last that long. Before that, we had Dwapar Yuga when Krishna was there. That was 864,000 long. You can imagine your mind. And then when Lord Rama was there, when Diwali, the first Diwali was actually celebrated was 12,096,000. So you add this 432,000, 864,000, 1296,000. So many years back, the first Diwali was celebrated. When Lord Ramachandra came back after the exile of 14 years in a forest, Ayodhya was all excited. And even though it was the daytime, they lighted the lamps and they sang the songs, they put on the new clothes, and they decorated their homes and their gardens and everybody. A big jubilation, big celebration. That was the first Diwali. And now, every single year after that, we follow that Diwali. The day after Diwali is like a new year because what happened that Lord Ramachandra took over, the throne that was supposed to be his, but the mother Kaikeyi, she actually objected that my son Bharat should get it. So Dashrath, his wife, father says that, what should we do with Ram? To send him exile, 14 years. We should not be admitted in the Ayodhya. Let my son rule. So Ramachandra left Ram, Sita and Lakshman. And then when they came back, this particular day, what we call Diwali, was celebrated. Diwali means festival of lights, festival of joy, festival of pleasure, festival of enthusiasm. It is not only a festival, but a festival, a divine gathering of all festive events put together. Starting from Ekadashi, Vakbarash, Dhanteras, Kali Chaudas, Diwali, New Year, Bhai Beej, up to all the way up to Labh Pancham. Auspicious days are celebrated in their unique way for unique purposes. While the whole world is hankering for pound, shilling, and pence, our sages are looking at the wealth with a great honor and respect. As you know, everywhere they are writing the books, how much money we made, any business. And today is a night where they actually try to total up how much we made at the end of the year. So they are focusing on worshipping Lakshmi. But our sages are not looking at the profit and loss. They have a very much understanding, and that's why they say, Om Mahalakshmi Cha Vidmahe Vishnu Patni Jadhimahi Tanno Lakshmi Prachodayat. Vishnu Patni means it is God's goddess of fortune. It's not ours. She comes here in a material form, in a form of a dollar or a dime or nickel. But actually, in reality, the spiritual form is Mahalakshmi. And we should be worshipping and respecting her as Lord's wife. That's what it is. Mahalakshmi ji vidme Vishnu Patni Demen Tanno Lakshmi Prachodayat. Since we know that the goddess of fortune constantly serving the supreme personality of Godhead, she is equally worshipped by the devotees in form of a mother. That is why every morning, if you come at 7:30 in the morning, we chant this prayer and we say, Chintamani Sakala Padma Shurakvaksha Lakshavrupesh Surbira Vipalayantam Lakshmi Sastra Shatasambhrama Sevyamaram Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajam. Lakshmi Sahasra, hundreds and thousands of goddess of fortunes, they surround Krishna and they try to serve. So this is his position and this is the position of Lakshmi. So even if you fall down from the path of your devotion, Bhagavad Gita says, Shushinam Shrimatam Gehe Yoga Brasta Abhijayate. You will be born in a pious and a wealthy family. If you're born poor, then what happens? You have no money to go to good college. You can afford to have luxury of, like living in hostels and all that kind of thing. But if you're born in a wealthy family, all the facilities are given to you because there is Lakshmi, there is goddess of fortune. So it helps you in cultivating the spiritual life, and you get whatever degree you want, whatever profession you want to join to. But these are the advantages. But when Shushinam Shrimtam Ge Yoga Brashta Vijayate Yoga, if you do the Bhakti Yoga now, then in the next life you are benefited. So this is what it is. Born in a pious and wealthy family where you are able to continue your sadhana or practice comfortably. Then Vedas says, Tam avah jatavedo Lakshmi anpagamini. Yasyam hiranyamindeham gramascha pushanam. Obtaining imperishable wealth, we will be able to enjoy gold and silver, cows and horses and pets, and loving family and friends. There are many words which applies to wealth. One word is alakshmi. What is alakshmi? Is wealth used in the sinful activities. Of course, they have money, but they use it in dealing drugs, selling, selling wine and liquor, selling uh, cow meat and sandwiches. So these are all called alakshmi. Then vitt or dhan, for sake of self only, like Duryodhan. He wanted to enjoy this world and whatever wealth he had, he wanted to, you know, have a satisfaction for himself only, not for others. That which is known as a vitt or dhan. And then something is known as a Sri. It is for the welfare of others. For example, Karna. Karna will get up every morning and whatever he has, he will just give it to people. For others, this is not my Lakshmi, this is for you, this is for you. So that's why even Karna is remembered today. And then Mahalakshmi is for uh, money that is used for Krishna. Pandavas did that. Pandavas, whatever they had, they just offered in the lotus feet of the Lord. That's why it's known as Mahalakshmi. And when this Mahalakshmi comes, she comes riding an elephant. If you see the picture of Mahalakshmi, there is always elephant because that's a vehicle she is using in transporting. So we begin actually our talk suggested by Srila Prabhupada that we should be chanting and thinking of the whole disciplic succession. Srila Prabhupada is there, but the first picture you see, Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Goswami, that was his guru, Prabhupada's guru. And then you see the Gaur Kishore Das Babaji's picture, that was his guru. And then Bhakti Vinod Thakur, that was again his guru. And then Jagannath Babaji, that was his guru. Similarly, it is a Guru Parampara. All the way it goes up to Lord Sri Krishna. From Krishna, it came all the way up to Prabhupada and then he initiated us. So we are at the bottom, but this is a disciplic succession. And he says we must be thinking of all the gurus included in the disciplic succession. And the mantra is like this. नाना शास्त्र विचारणेक निपुण सद्धर्म संस्थापको लोकानां हितकारणो त्रिभुवने मान्यं शरण्या करो. Radha Krishna Padaravinda Bhajana Nandana Mataliko Vande Rupa Sanatano Raghuyugo Shri Jeva Gopalako. So this six Goswami Shriduk says Sanatan Bhatta Raghunath, Shri Jiva Gopal Bhatta and Das Raghunath, who are very expert in scrutinizingly studying all the revealed scriptures with the aim of establishing eternal religious principle for the benefit of all human beings. And all these books that you see behind me, they are all translated and presented to you. So if you read, it will benefit you. Now, there are also in the beginning, because tomorrow we will be beginning the new calendar, we'll be following the new year, and there should be some kind of prayers so that the next year will pass without any hindrances, without any problems, and we will be very, very happy throughout all the 12 months. So those mantras are given by Srila Prabhupada also, which is known as a Shanti Panchakam. Shanti is peace. So in order to establish peace in your heart and in your mind, we should be praying these five important verses or mantras. And they are like this. Om Shanno Mitra Shamvaruna Shanno Bhavatu Aryama Shanno Indro Brahaspatir Shanno Vishnu Urukramaham Namo Brahmane Nameva Vayu Tvameva Pratyaksham Brahmasi Tvameva Pratyaksham Brahma Vadishyami Bhutam Vadishyami Satyam Vadishyami Kanamam Avatu Tad Bhaktaram Avatu Avtutam Bhaktaram Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. So it says yes, that the presiding deities of day, the presiding deity of night, the presiding deities of vision, strength, and intellect are pervading all over. So we are all praying to those presiding deities. May the Supreme Personality of Godhead protect our nourish all of us. May we work together with great energy. May our activities be vigorous and fruitful. May we not have hate each other. Now, rag and dvesh, this is very important. Some people like somebody, some same person is not liked by other person. They hate him. So that's why this prayer is there. Om Sahanavatu Sahano Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karavavahi Tejusvinadritamastu Mam Vidvishahai. And then the prayer is Om Purnamadha Purnamidam Purnat Purnamaduchyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Avashishyate. All that is visible and also invisible is verily the infinite Brahman. Although whole universe was come out of it, he remains perfect and completely balanced. And that's the reason why we what do you call read these prayers. You don't have to actually know them, but even if you hear them, this uh, sound vibration that I am chanting, you will be benefited, no doubt about it. Om Tacham Yoravlonimahe Gatum Yagyaya Gatum Yagnapate Devir Swastirastunam Swastirmanushipyaham Urdvam Jigashu Beshajam Shanno Astudvipade Sham Chatushpade. And then, of course, there is a Shanti part, like if you have puja or some kind of ritual at home, if you are getting married or if you buy a new house or something, the priest will always chant the Shanti prayer. Om Joho Shanti Andariksha Shanti Prithve Shanti Rabham Shanti Raushada Shanti Vanaspada Shanti Vishve Deva Shanti Brahma Shanti Sarvam Shanti Shanti Reva Shanti Samam Shanti Redi Om Shanti Shanti Sushanti. And of course, most of the people they know, they sometimes play that in the record also, and it just constantly go on in some people's house. Om Bhurvasvaha Tatsaviturvareniyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Diyo Yonah Prachodayat, which is known as the Gayatri Mantra. And the Gayatri, Gaya means chanting, and three means three times. So in the morning you should be chanting this prayer, in the afternoon you should be chanting this prayer, and in the evening or before you sleep, you chant this prayer. And it means, O Supreme Lord, self existent, all intelligence, all bliss, creator of the universe, O inspirer of good thoughts and good deeds, may be imbued with thy grace and glory. Mayst thou be the unerring guide of our minds, and may we follow thy lead unto righteousness. And we continue. Namaste Satete Jagat Karanaya, Namaste Chite Sarvalokashraya, Namo Advaita Tattvaya Mukti Pradaya, Namo Brahmane Vyapine Shashvataya. Salutations to that being, the cause of the universe. Salutations to the consciousness, the support of all worlds. Salutations to that truth without second, which give liberation. Salutations to the eternal Brahman who pervades all regions. And of course, um, so far as Diwali is concerned, Om Astoma Sadagamaya, Tamasoma Jyotirgamaya, Murtyurma Amrutam Gamaya. As you know, we were just offering the lights to Radha Damodar. And the prayer is, O Supreme Spirit, lead us from untruth to truth. Lead us from darkness to light. Lead us from death to immortality. Lord, in Thee may all be happy. May all be free from misery. May all realize goodness, and may no one suffer pain. Sarve bhavantu sukhinam. Sarve santu niramya. Sarve bhadrani pashyantu. Ma kashtva. So, with this, we pray to Lord and wish you happy Diwali. Be united, speak in harmony, yet your minds apprehend alike. Common be your prayer, common be the end of your assembly, common be your resolutions, common be your deliberations, alike be your feelings, unified be your hearts, and common be your intentions, perfect be your unity. So, in Vedas, in the Puranas, this prayers are very much helpful to us. Today, like I mentioned before, Lord Ramchandra is coming back to Ayodhya, and that time the Diwali was celebrated. But in our temple, we have Bhagavatam that Srila Prabhupada had translated. And one of the verse I noted, Tadeva Ramyam Ruchinam Navam Navam, Tadeva Shvasana Manaso Mahotsavam, Tadeva Shukarana Shoshanam Nunam, Taduttama Shloka Yasho Anugiyate. Translation by Srila Prabhupada. And he says, the glories and the pastimes of Sri Ramachandra, the all famous Supreme Lord, are very attractive, relishable, and ever fresh. They are perpetual festival for the mind, and they dry up the ocean of difficulties. And that is the reason that every politician, for example, the reason I'm saying is next week everybody will go and vote, and America may have new president. But every politician or any politician, if you ask, the aim is to establish Ram Rajya, kingdom that was millions of years before. The way Lord Rama ruled, they want to rule that. So that is why um, how to do that, how to achieve that kind of kingdom, Ramarajya. So he says, let us clean our mind and purify it with dust from the lotus feet of our spiritual master, Srila Prabhupada, and proceed to narrate the glories of the Lord Ramachandra, who bestows on us religion, knowledge, love, and salvation. Lord Rama is the edifice of all the auspicious and destroyer of all evils. May the Supreme Personality of Godhead have mercy upon us. Praise to Lord Hanuman, who may oblige us like a guru. Lord Ram is the most merciful, the benevolent, one who removes the fear and misery of the mundane world. The Lord has eyes, face, hands, and feet like pink lotus. We bow down at his lotus feet. And yesterday also we were reading about Lord Raman, and the conclusion was unbelievable. What was that? It says, Nadi Vyadi Jara Glani Dukha Shoka Bhaya Klama Mrityuscha Anichitam Nasid Rame Rajan Adokshariye. It says, when Lord Rama, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, was the king of the world, all bodily and mental sufferings. Remember, we all have some bodily pains or mental pains. We all become the victim of disease. We just passed this COVID-19 a couple of years back. Janma Jara Vyadhi Murtyu, everyone has to go through that, and we all become old and fatigued. Bereavement, lamentation, distress, fear, and fatigue were completely absent. When Lord Rama was there in his kingdom, as long as he was on this earth, no one died. That's what it says. There is no record of someone dying. There is no record of someone being sick, poor. The nature was so much cooperative that the rain was coming in time, the crops were growing according to the seasons, and there was plenty of food and plenty of drinks to eat. So the thing is that that's the kind of Ramaraj we are thinking. There was even no death for those who do not want it. But all this thing we can say that we only heard about nectar and we have never ever experienced. We have always experienced the poison. All these things we just heard in the book, from the scriptures, but we never experienced all that. What we experienced was the poison only. So that is why some believe that, some do not believe that. But being a devotees, we always believe. So what is our duty? What we are going to do about it? So it says, प्रथम भक्ति संतन कर संगा दूसरी रति मम कथा प्रसंगा राम सिया राम जय जय राम राम सिया राम जय जय राम. So if you really want to establish from tomorrow Ram Rajya, if not in America or every country or on the world, on the earth, but at least in your home, if you want a peaceful atmosphere, then Prathama Bhakti Santana Kari Sangha, you should be associating with the devotees of this temple. You come to the temple. And Dusri Rati Mama Katha Prasanga. Whatever I am doing is a katha. We are narrating the pastimes of Lord Sri Ramachandra, sometimes Lord Krishna. But that Krishna Katha or Bhagavad Katha, you must be cultivating a taste for that. And that's very simple solution. Binu Sat Sang विवेक न होई, राम कृपा बिनु सुलभन सोई. You have to have mercy of Lord. Unless Lord Jagannath, Subhadra Devi, Baldev ji, they bless you. There is no way you can cultivate it yourself. You pray them that they give you the strength to become a devotee. सतसंगत मुद मंगल मूला, सोई फल सिद्धि सब साधन कूला. सिया राम जय जय. Satsangat Mud Mangal Mula. That association is very, very important. There may be a bucket full of nice, fresh fruits, but if you put just one rotten fruit inside, and the next day you will see all rest of the good fruits are spoiled. This is the strength of a bad association. Instead of that, I would encourage this, just like you came today, somehow you should be always coming here. पुण्य बड़े जब मिले सत्संगा, जन्म मरण का होय विभंगा. पुण्य बड़े जब मिले सत्संगा. It is that if you have done some pious activities, that will give you the result in this life. If you had done some impious activity, that will also give you some results in this life. So many people, they come through the accidents, and they suffer. They lose their eyes or hands or legs or whatever it is. But it happened because of the result of the impious activities. And some people end up, they are very, very happy. They are married, they have children, the children's children, and no problem in life. Why? Because that's a result. So punya bade jab mile se. Same thing with the devotee association, that it is only a result of your pious activity. Janam maran ka hoy bhanga. This whole activity that you see here, what you experience, is ultimately nothing but a cycle of birth and death. You get birth, and then you grow up, ultimately you die, and then again you come back, and then 9 to 5 job again, you suffer, and then again you die, and again you come back. This way the cycle keeps going. Janama Marana, to get birth and die, birth and die. You want to get out of that. And how can we do that? That's the only way. So, मंगल भवन अमंगल हारी, द्रौ दशरथ अहिर विहारी. So these kind of stanzas that we are singing will give you a chance to remember Lord. It's simple and it simplifies all the pastimes instead of actually going through the scripture again and again and reading that. If you can remember one of these lines, you'll be able to remember Lord Rama all the time. रघुकुल रीत सदा चली आई, प्राण जाए पर वचन न जाई. हरि अनंत हरि कथानंता, कही सुनहि बहु विधि सब संता. And then again, like the melodies keep changing. There are hundreds and hundreds ways to sing. And same thing may be given in some other way. यही तात मिले पुनि मात मिले सुत ब्रात मिले पुनि सुखदाई यही राज मिले गजबाज मिले सब राज मिले वंचित थाई यही लोक मिले सुरलोक मिले विधि लोक मिले और वैकुंठ जाई यही सुंदर सबही मिले अरु पर संत समागम दुर्लभ भाई. So sometimes you see people dance and sing. So this helps us in dancing, going into the rhythm, and at the same time thinking of the Lord and His pastimes. Tat mile puni mat mile. What it is means? Tat means father. So easy. Once you are there in form of a baby, if you think how the baby came, so that is a union between a man and a woman. The man is called as a father, he is my dad. So you get dad and mom, mat and tat. Brat means brother. Sut means son. You also get a son. And also Raj mile, Gajbaj mile. You become a president or mayor or whatever position you may have, CEO of some company and all that. So you get that kind of power also. Gajbaj mile, you may have a vehicle to drive, nice bungalow to live in. Sab saaj mile manavanchit thai. According to your desire, it will be fulfilled and you get everything. Lok mile, suralok mile. Not only the human being you come across, you may even come and please the demigods also. Vidhi lok male Vaikuntha jaya, and ultimately you may go to Vaikuntha. Not difficult if you practice. Sundar sabhi mile aru. You may get a beautiful wife and children. For Sant samagam durlabh. But it is not easy to come across a devotee who will teach you something, who will talk about God, and who will bring you to the right path. You can get everything except a good association of a good devotee. And I spent almost all my life here. And if I was not here, I don't know what would happen to me. So this is what it is. And I forgot to chant, but even when we talk about Lord Rama, because we want to have Ram Rajya from tomorrow, it says, just like here in temple, this temple was established, the society was established in 1966 by Srila Prabhupada. So anything, any activity or any puja or ritual we do, we are asking for the permission from Srila Prabhupada. And with his permission, we are doing the things. So similarly, even before we start talking about Lord Rama, we have to think of Lord Hanuman in the same spirit as we think of Guru. We have to think of his disciple and servant, Lord Hanuman, before even we discuss about Lord Rama. And that mantra is आये हनुमंत बजारिए कथा कहूँ मतिसार प्रेम से गादी धरूं विराजिए पवन कुमार सियावर रामचंद्र की जय. We invite and invoke you, Lord Hanuman. Please be seated. We will recite Ram Katha according to our knowledge. We offer you a sit with lots of devotion and love. Welcome, Son of Wind God. Please accept our humble obeisances. So this is where to please, what you call, Lord Hanuman, so he may bless us to create a taste for Lord Rama. And if you want to worship, direct worship to Lord Rama, you have to chant this mantra. Ram Rajmani Sada Vijayate Ramam Ramesham Bhaje Ramena Vijaya Jaya Parabanam Ramaya Tasmai Namah Ramanasti Parayanam Parataram Ramasya Dasosmiham Rama Chittalayam Sada Bhavatu Me Bhoram Mantaram. Very melodious and easy also at the same time. So here it says Aropya Viyanam Bhatubhyam Hanumadyutaha Vibhishanaya Bhagavan Daktva Raksho Ganeshatam. Translated by Sri Prabhupada. After giving Vibhishan the power to rule the Rakshasas population of Lanka for the duration of one kalpa, Lord Ramchandra, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Bhagavan, placed Sita Devi on an aeroplane decorated with flowers and then got onto the plane himself. The period for which living in the forest having ended, the Lord returned to Ayodhya, accompanied by Hanuman, Sugriva, and all his brother Lakshmana, etc. When Lord Ramchandra returned to his capital Ayodhya, he was greeted on the road by a princely order who showered his body with beautiful fragrant flowers, while great personalities like Lord Brahma and other demigods glorified the activities of the Lord in great jubilation. This is the difference. We are just celebrating Diwali ourselves. But when the first Diwali was celebrated, even Lord Brahma and Indra and Chandra, Shukra, Chandra, Mangal, Rahu, Shani, Ketu, Guru, Budh, all these demigods were present in the celebration. They came from the sky, from the heavens, and joined the human beings to receive Lord Rama. Upon reaching Ayodhya, Lord Ramchandra heard that in his absence, his brother Bharat was eating barley cooked in the urine cow, covering his body with the bark of trees, wearing matted locks of hair, and lying on a mattress of kusha. So he was actually performing a great austerity. And Lord Ramchandra, when he heard it, he really got very disturbed about it. When Lord Bharata understood that the Lord Ramchandra was returning to capital, he immediately took up his own hand, Lord Ramchandra's wooden shoes, and came out from his camp at Nandigram. Lord Bharat was accompanied by ministers, priests, and other respectable citizens, by professional musicians vibrating pleasing musical sounds, and by learned brahmanas loudly chanting Vedic hymns. You should follow these words because this describes how they celebrated Diwali, this particular day. Following in the procession were chariots drawn by beautiful horses with harness of golden ropes. The chariots were decorated by flags with golden embroidery and by other flags of various sizes and patterns. There were soldiers bedecked with the golden arm, servants bearing betel nuts, and many well known and beautiful women. Many servants followed on foot, bearing an umbrella with different grades of precious jewels and other paraphernalias, befitting a royal reception, accompanied by Lord Bharata, his heart softened in ecstasy and his eyes full of tears, approached Lord Ramchandra and fell at his lotus feet with a great ecstatic love. So again, then there was a meeting of two brothers. After offering the golden shoes before Lord Ramchandra, Lord Bharata stood with folded hands, his eyes full of tears, and Lord Ramchandra bathed Bharata with tears while embracing him with both arms. For a long time, accompanied by Mother Sita and Lakshmana, Lord Ramchandra then offered his respects, obeisances unto the learned Brahmanas and the elderly persons in the family, and all the citizens of Ayodhya offered their respect, obeisances to Lord Ram. The citizens of Ayodhya, upon seeing their king return after long absence, offered him flower garlands, waved his upper clothes, and danced in great jubilation. Lord Bharat carried Lord Ramchandra's wooden shoes. Sugriva and Vibhishan carried a whisk and an excellent fan. Hanuman carried a white umbrella. Shatrugna carried a bow and two quivers. And Sita Devi carried a water pot filled with water from holy places. Angad carried a sword, and Jambuan, king of the Rakshas, carried a golden shield. As the Lord sat on his airplane of the flowers with the women offering him prayers, received chanting about his characteristics, he appeared like a moon with the stars and the planets. Thereafter, having been welcomed to his brother Bharata, Lord Ramachandra entered the city of Ayodhya in the midst of the festival. While he entered the palace, he offered obeisances to all the mothers, including Kaikai and other wives of Maharaj Dashrath, and especially his own mother Kaushalya. He also offered obeisances to the spiritual preceptors such as Vasishtha, friends of his own age and younger friends worshipped him, and he returned their respectful obeisances, as did Lakshmana and Mother Sita. In this way, they all entered the palace. Upon seeing the sons of mother of Rama, Lakshmana, Bharat, and Shatrugna immediately arose like unconscious bodies returning to the consciousness. The mothers placed their sons on their laps and bathed them with the tears, thus relieving them on a grief of long separation. The family priest or spiritual master Vasishtha had Lord Ramchandra clean shaved, freeing him from the matted locks of hair. Then, with the cooperation of the elderly members of the family, he performed the bathing ceremony, Abhishek, for Lord Ramchandra with the water of the four seas and with other substances, just as it was performed for King Indra. So tomorrow we will be also having this Abhishek ceremony. Abhishek is a, we are going to bring this Shila, golden Shila outside, and then everybody will bathe it with milk, yogurt, clarified butter, sugar, honey, different kinds of waters, and we will be worshipping that. So don't miss the chance. Please try to come tomorrow. Lord Ramchandra fully bathed and his head clean shaved, dressed himself very nicely, and was decorated with the garland and ornaments. Thus he shone brightly surrounded by his brothers and wife, who was similarly dressed and ornamented. Being pleased by the full surrender and submission of Lord Bharata, Lord Ramchandra then accepted the throne of the state. He cared for the citizen exactly like a father, and the citizen being fully engaged in their occupational duties of Varna and Ashram accepted him as their father. So this is the difference, that whoever is the chief of this country, either you call him a president or mayor or whatever it is, but he should be like a father, and he should consider all the citizens as their own children. No father or mother will sleep until all the children have ate enough food. No one will sleep without they are not given this clothing, and different facilities. It is their responsibility to give. And the children should also act and should accept them as a father and mother, parents, and should obey their orders at the same time. So, this is giving a wonderful example. Lord Ramchandra became king during Treta Yuga, but because of his good government, the age was like Satyuga. Everyone was religious and completely happy. Best of the Bharat dynasty, during the reign of Lord Ramchandra, the forests, the rivers, the hills, and the mountains, the states, the 7 islands, and the 7 seas were all favorable in supplying the necessities of life for all living beings. And especially this country, America, so many resources. So they should be favorable when your boss or your president or elected official is like Lord Ramchandra. When Lord Ramchandra, Supreme Personality of Godhead, was the king of this world, all bodily and mental sufferings, disease, old age, bewilderment, lamentation, stress, fear, and fatigue were completely absent. There was even no death for those who didn't want it. So, this particular book I'm reading is a translation of Srimad Bhagavatam. We also have books of Bhagavad Gita as it is, and so many other books that he has translated. And just like we were offering the ghee lamp today and we are reading from that particular prayer, those kind of pastimes like Radha Damodar and Govardhana Chalo Dhatre Namaham. Govardhana Achalo. Achalo means you cannot even shake it, cannot move it. That kind of fixed mountain also he lifted on his finger with the left hand, and he saved his friends, gopis, because of 7 days the Indra sent one lot of rain and everything was drowning, but saved God saved the life of those people. So one who carries the Govardhan hill will be worshipped tomorrow. So it's like a Govardhan Puja we call it, and like I said, 4 o'clock in the morning you are welcome and spend the whole night there. People are once they come, they don't want to go home. A lot of young people will come, they enjoy dance and plenty of prasadam to eat and plenty of activities to cooperate and get into it. So the thing is that there is a room for you and we invite you heartily. This is your temple and we have so many other priorities. For example, here you see this is a temporary structure of Jagannath, Subhadra Devi, and Baldevji, Lord Narasimha. But we would like to put them on the altar next to Radha Govinda. We also have this, Srinathji. We can bring it, put it on the altar, and so many other deities that we used to have on 55th Street Temple. But that was a Manhattan and it was a bigger temple. But once we sold that temple, all these deities we give away except the Radha Govinda. So that was the only deity we have right now. But then we would like to knock out this particular wall, make a glass wall, and put all the deities, bring them back, and make it like a original temple. But this is going to cost something, and without your help, it's not going to happen. So at least you come and try to cooperate and give some physical, what do you call, help in any area that you are think you can have. Those who are sitting home and watching should also be ready to perform a Tulsi Vivaha. Tulsi Vivaha is a wedding ceremony of Tulsi Maharani and Shaligram Shila, which is going to happen on 16th of November. So please come here. We are going to have a mandap here, and we will be decorating Tulsi Maharani and Shaligram, and actual marriage will be performed. The congregation will be divided into two parts. One part will have the groom side, and the other part will have the bride side, and then we will have a fantastic ceremony. So the thing is, lot of celebration, just like a regular marriage you attend. We will have that kind of scenario here. So we prepared to sponsor specially and attend those kind of activities. This throughout this month of Kartik, we are giving away from morning to night hundreds of ghee lamps. That is also going to cost us. So for Kartik month, also if you can donate something, and if you cannot, then at least come and offer the ghee lamp with your own hands. That way we can be successful in our offerings of facilities to the communities. And like again, I say, we have 6 times arti, 6 times fresh offering to the Lord, plus arti to Tulsi Maharani, arti to Srila Prabhupada, and so many other activities that we have along with those main pujas. So 24 hours we have the service going on, and the standard is highest, and nothing we can just uh, cook something 6 months before and try to offer it to Lord. We have to cook everything fresh every single day. So tonight also we are about to finish our talk. You can go down and have some prasadam. And 8:30 you can come back, and we will have another aarti for you. 8:30, which is a Shayan aarti. Hare Krishna. Thanks for joining. And again, I say those who are sitting home watching me, please come to the temple. Tomorrow is the main celebration day, and throughout the year, whatever we did, we would like to thank all of you to for cooperating us and helping us throughout the year. As you see, we have knocked out the outside wall. Up to ceiling, we have the glass doors. About 7 doors, we have put the new doors. The hotel across us, they called us and they say, we don't have to come to your temple. We can see deity right from there, from their glass window. They can see through this window, and then they see the deity directly. So this is a visibility uh, punctured in the walls by making the glass doors and all that. Also, this whole area that you see outside beyond this wall is going to be a restaurant, and uh, uh, it's in process of construction, and pretty soon you will have those shops, and people will come with their computer and sit down and will do that job, and at the same time they will enjoy the different varieties of food or prasadam. So many things are happening here, and without your cooperation, we won't be able to go ahead. So please keep in mind, and this is your temple, and please come. We invite you wholeheartedly. Hare Krishna. Can you shut this off?